and 6 million of them have died since the 50s. Everybody makes a big deal out of the 2 million, and I'm saying this, 2 million Jews that died in the Holocaust.
Hold on.
The other 5 million
Hold on.
died.
So save that thought. Hold on. Save that thought. I'm gonna introduce you back to the show.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We better get started now. In 5 seconds, we better go live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Bareback Podcast. I'm your host, Wayford Willie James. This is my first guest. This is part 2 of a 2-series thing. It might be a 3-series. We don't know how far it's going to go yet. But I'm back with my boy Ash. Ash, say what up to the people, man.
What's up, everybody? I want to say thank you for listening to the first part. And the second part, I promise you,
that camera
is going to be shorter.
The other camera, Ash left.
And funnier.
Okay, cool. That's good to know, man. So,
we learn from our mistakes in this place. I promise you that.
And we make mistakes too. Trust me. The shade is fucked up. The lighting's fucked up. The camera's fucked up. Well, just bear with us. We're going to get it all right in due time, man. But yeah, first show's always going to be shitty, but it's going to be a good show. Enjoy.
We're going to deliver. We're going to deliver laughs, and we're going to deliver knowledge.
Okay, let's do it.
And that's our fucking goal, brothers.
Okay, so back to topic. So we left off at you don't believe in reparations, which is cool. It's fine.
No. You started to change my mind.
Okay.
On reparations because I did not think about some of the points you were making.
Okay, that's valid. So let's go back. So you
and I'll be the first to admit it. I thought reparations is a fucking joke.
But tell me why? Why would it be a joke though?
Why the fuck are we responsible for some asshole slave owners 200-300 years ago screwing over a bunch of black people whose countrymen sold them into slavery? It wasn't like we went in there. I don't want to say we because I'm associating myself with that shit. I'm from Iran.
Okay.
Let's just say that the white Anglo-Saxon, English, Italian, Spanish settlers, Portuguese, Dutch,
all that shit.
All those people were coming and saying, "Hey, black folk, come with us. Things are better in the new world." And they were being sold by other tribes that had one victory over other tribes.
Let me get something real quick though. So now most people think like you. They be like, why we got to pay for it? Like why should we pay for it, right? And I understand that, but let me break it down a little bit more deeper, right? So the thing is this: most people here are immigrants, right? So immigrants for that we had nothing to do with that history. We came after that, which is true. The thing is, okay, so let me go back a little further. So it's two groups. As I said before, it's two groups. It's black and white. So after the blacks got free, the reason why they let immigrants in to be a buffer class. What I mean a buffer class is, okay, if you got all these rich slaves and a few rich white people, it'd be a revolution like the France Revolution, like the Iranian Revolution, like when the poor rises up against the the rich class, the bourgeoisie, that shit go. So that's what I'm saying. So in order for them to prevent revolutions and they were scared of slaves, so what they did was they let all the immigrants in from all the countries, first European countries, right? In order to separate themselves. Okay, we let y'all in. We let you guys in, right? Y'all have nothing, y'all poor. We let y'all in for a better life, better experience, which is we give y'all property, we give you land, we give you jobs, we give you a better opportunity than we had in Europe because you was fucking starving, dying from plague, dying from disease. Gonorrhea, all that shit came from Europe. All the diseases came from Europeans. Now, they let them people come in, so their allegiance is to the people who let them in. Not the people who built the country. It's two different classes. So when they came in, they allowed them to be police. They allowed them to be, governors. Allowed them to be mayors. Kept the black down. You know what I'm saying? So, and it also allowed them to be white. White became. Everyone wasn't white. Like I said before, everyone wasn't white. It's the Anglo-Saxon whites, which is the British, and it's everybody else basically. The Scottish wasn't white. The Irish wasn't white. Those all. The first monkeys people consider monkeys was the Irish. So. When they let them in, they came in as immigrants and they came in workers. Everybody was poor. The blacks was at that time was building up, after the 1965, blacks had all the skills. Whites didn't have no skills because they was enslaved. They was just used to being on their ass, and you know what I'm saying. So, make a long story short is, the white immigrants came here to be a frontline defense. You know how football is. It's linemen, and it's quarterbacks, and it's the other team goes in the field. So immigrants are the linemen. It's a buffer between the rich from slavery and the middle class. It's the middle. So it's the poor, which is black, middle class immigrants, and the rich is the elite who was here, and the Jews who was here who started and funded slavery. You know what I'm saying? So we can't get to them because immigrants are in the way. That's in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? So the Italians got to make unions, black the blacks out. The Irish got to be mayors and police, block the blacks out. You know, the Irish and Scottish got to be Anglo-Saxon KKK members. You know, to burn black businesses and work for the Democrats. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you say you was a white man and you're really Iranian, it may be believing two things. One, you're delusional as fuck, which is cool, because you're not white. Even though you identify from Caucasus Mountains, I get it. You're Dravidian. I get all that. The thing is, though, in your own country, you're not white. In a European country, you're not white. This is technically a European country. Now, what you are is an immigrant allowed to have white access and white privileges, just simply because you're not black. But you can't have real white. You can't have real white access. You can't be elite white. You can't be elite rich. You just can be rich enough to keep us down and be comfortable and want to be aligned with them. You know what I'm saying? You understand that part?
Yes, absolutely.
So that's where the problem comes in.
This country does not think of me as a white person.
Exactly. That's the end of the before I spoke to you before you say you was white. It kind of like shocked me because you're not white. You know what I'm saying? But you're allowed to have a limited white privilege. But when you get put over, you're still a towel head. Behind your back, you're still a sand nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all the same. You're still bottom. You're just above us. You know what I'm saying? And
not to me, I'm not.
I think you know what?
I don't feel like I'm any better than a black man. Being called a sand nigga. Maybe I am, but I.
You're better than some. You're worse than some.
But I don't feel it. You know.
You're better than some. You're worse than some. Some are better than you. Some are way better than you. But it's how it is.
I just don't identify fully with what a black man truly goes through in this country.
But in your own country, though, maybe you do, because you know when Khomeini came in, the Ayatollah came in. He was oppressing. There was two classes of people. I don't know the meticulous details. I know it was the Shah, the Ayatollah. I know people who loyal to the Shah was getting oppressed and getting killed. Am I wrong?
I'll give you as fast of a history.
But am I wrong by that though, or am I right?
Let me give you the fastest as I can.
Let's go.
In 1963, they decided to be a democratic place and elect their own prime minister.
Yes.
His name was Mossadegh.
Yes.
He came into power, and the first thing he did was nationalize all the oil.
Yep.
This pissed the fuck
out of
off
the British. He pissed the British the fuck off.
And the Americans.
In Israel. Like, he pissed the Israel off too.
Said,
the Jews.
What? You can't take our oil. Exxon is here pumping all your oil and selling it to the U.S. citizens at a nice little profit for them and a nice little price for them. You can't just come in here and say your own oil is yours.
Yeah.
So the CIA went in and removed him and instituted the Shah, who had been ousted during the Second World War.
Yeah.
So he wasn't exactly the most popular choice.
But pause, to go back a little further than that, though, a little history on it, was it the British who came in and made the GP oil? They said, listen, we help y'all get y'all oil, but we want 50% of it.
In World War II, they split Iran into 3 zones. The Americans got a third, the British got a third.
How about Israel?
And the Russians got a third.
What, Israel didn't get it?
Israel and America had their own little deal
agreement.
Going on.
I got you.
But it was just made into 3 different zones.
Okay.
Because they didn't have time to really get into the geopolitical situation of what was going on in Iran.
All right.
They just said 3 zones. America gets this, England gets that, Russia gets that.
Got you.
And let's move on and fight the good war and try to survive this crazy Nazi and keep world peace.
I got you.
After the war was over, they brought in the Shah.
Yep.
And the Shah,
Hey, nigga, I need some camera time too when I'm talking, nigga.
and the Shah was
Yeah, nigga, some goddamn camera shit. My fault.
The Shah wasn't exactly the most popular president or king. Shah just means king in Farsi. And so in 1963, Mossadegh ran for prime minister. He won. He nationalized oil. The CIA said, no, 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 no. They removed them and reinstated the Shah. The Shah instituted this thing called the Savak, which was his own private police.
And that was killing motherfuckers.
And he was killing motherfuckers left and right. By the 70s, the Iranians had it.
Wait. I heard one part. It was a movie where 40 people died. But they said Khomeini did that though. But we ain't sure who did it, but that's how he came to power because he's gonna look at the fucking Shah is killing his own people. So he's
killing his own people.
So, but I think people saying that Khomeini set that fire. Was it a fire in the movie theater that killed 40 people? What was that?
I'm not sure about that exactly.
Look that up,
okay, maybe that's something that happened, maybe it didn't.
Yeah.
For all intents and purposes, Khomeini was exiled to France.
Why?
Because nobody wanted a religious zealot in Iran, and the Shah said, you can't come back to this country. As the Shah's power was fading, and it became obvious he could no longer hold on to power.
Khomeini came from France.
Khomeini said, this is my time.
An exile, yep. Good time.
I'm coming in.
Yep.
And I don't think he had any idea that he could institute such a religious right-wing empire into the Iranian people that he was able to.
Question. Was the Shah Muslim already? Or I know Khomeini's a Muslim, right?
Yes.
Was the Shah Muslim?
Yes.
But
not as much.
All right, got you.
You know, they were American. Women were allowed to wear no hair pieces and walk around.
They was getting westernized. Yeah.
They were westernized. They were Iran. Iran was the U.S.'s biggest ally,
biggest fans
in the region.
In
the 70s.
Well, I read that they're saying that people was getting more Americanized, and somebody like I don't know who for sure didn't like that, but someone like there's coming more westernized. There's our culture, our books, our movies. Those becoming like more like the West. So I guess it's getting too loose for the Muslim taste. You know what I'm saying?
For example, my father was able to go to the college of his choice for his master's degree.
But why? How? It was
just good relations between the two countries.
So is your family what's behind that story? Because
whoever got the best grades in the University of Audubon, which is probably the second best school in Iran, was told any college that you could get into in the United States, you will get a free ride.
Question though, hold on, but it has to be more to that though. Is your family? Do your family come from money? Like how did he go to college? What part of that story? What's your background? Was he farmers? Was he herders? Did your father work for? Was he alive with the Shah? Like I heard your wife uncle was a general inside. What's the relation? So do you have government relations to the Shah?
My mother's okay. So the story behind my mother's father was he was a general in the army, and his brother caused a bit of a ruckus and was assassinated.
Yeah.
And he spent the rest of his life trying to find out who killed his brother.
Okay.
Which semi-marginalized him from becoming truly involved in the politics of what was going on in the army of Iran.
Got you. Wait, one thing to cut you off though. But how high ranking was he? He's a general. So did he know the Shah? Was he in contact with the Shah? Was he talking to the Shah? Did he know the Shah?
Yes.
Okay, I figured that too. But first time, remember I said it's more to that story. I knew it was more to the story. But yes. But seeing what you were saying though, I got more questions later.
He was a very serious man, taken very seriously, and it took a lot from my father to win over his daughter. Luckily, my father was very well educated and was very sought after by British oil companies.
GP.
To continue to teach.
GP.
And BP, I think you're thinking of.
BP is BP. I said GP, yeah, excuse me. Yeah.
To continue teaching and to become an executive in the oil companies in Iran.
Okay, wait. who was your father? What's his background? Was he a farmer or was he an elite too? Like, do people?
Not a farmer, not an elite, self-made man. His uncles.
Who was his parents? What was they?
Okay, his.
Let that shit out.
You're
in America for a reason.
It's a complicated story.
No, it's not. It's always simple.
No, it's complicated, and I'll tell you.
Now, if you have secrets, you can't tell me. I can understand that.
I don't mind telling it because I just learned about it myself. It's personal, but I don't think I am betraying anything by telling it.
Let's go.
All right. So my father's grandfather had a wife.
Yep.
Then he had another wife.
Okay.
Which the two of them became close friends.
Muslim. Was your grandfather Muslim?
Probably. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the details. Then he had a third wife in secret.
Pimping. Granddad is a motherfucking Mac.
And that's just what happened in that part of the country.
Yeah.
They just had wives.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Good living.
And so the two knew each other, but then the day of the funeral, the revelation that there was a third was news. But they took her in, and the three of them lived together and raised all of the children together. And the way that what's the word I'm looking for here? When someone dies and they distribute their
inheritance.
The inheritance was very complicated because certain had certain kids and other had other kids. And
you fall from the mic, man. Come to the mic, man.
And they owned this very big property in downtown Iran, which they want to
gotta sum that shit up.
Turn down.
I did the signal. We gotta sum that shit up, baby.
They want to tear down and modernize and make it into malls and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then they're in the negotiations of selling it, and then who gets the exact money becomes very convoluted, and that money ends up skipping me and going to my daughter. In my dad's will, which is fine with me.
Question though, let's backtrack. It was 3 wives. What wife you come from? The first wife, second wife, third wife. What lineage? I mean, whose wife was yours? The latest wife, the middle wife, the first wife. There's some biblical shit right here.
I believe he came as the first son of the second wife.
Okay, the middle wife. Okay.
The second wife had him, another child, which I believe he dropped accidentally and killed.
God damn.
And then had another 2 daughters, a son, another daughter, and then another son.
Okay. So safe to say your grandfather had money, because he had 3 wives and he had an inheritance. So what's up with that? So he come from money.
He had his own
oil,
exporting, importing business.
Oil? Was it oil?
No, it was carpets, which is a big deal.
Persian rugs and shit.
Yeah,
that's cool. Okay, so you come from see. This is the thing, though, right?
And something interesting that I just learned, and me and my sister thought it was absolutely amazing, that in 1912,
come to the mic a little bit, man. You leaning far from the
mic. My grandfather changed his last name from Fazlullah to Nadim.
Nadim, that's Muslim.
In 1912, apparently you could just change your last name. To think that in 1912 we were the Fazlullahs, and now we're the Nadims.
Okay.
Technically, we're the Nadim Fards.
Okay.
My dad changed our name in 1985 to get rid of the Fards.
Okay.
To just make us Nadims.
Okay, so you have rich,
and education is huge in our family.
But what's the percentage of people being educated inside your country, Iran? It wasn't that high back in the day.
No. It's always been extremely high. It's
education.
It's one of the most
priorities.
It's one of the most educated countries in the entire nation.
Yo, it's interesting.
Not just for college, but for further studies after that.
No, first of all, Persians you're Persian.
Yes.
Iranians has been changed like the 1930s. I don't know what date, but that's when they changed. My whole thing was
1917.
The Persians historically are like real mathematical, medical people. So okay, I get that part. Question for you is though, why the fuck would you come here with all that rich history and identify as white? You're obviously not white. You told me earlier that you've been called towel heads. You've been called all the names and things. So why would you identify with people who? I know America took you in, and I know it's easier to identify as white, but in reality of it, you're not. So when you vote, you don't vote for.
That's your opinion.
Is it an opinion or is it a fact?
It's your opinion.
So what's my opinion? Tell me my opinion.
Your opinion that I'm not technically white, when technically being white is coming from the descendant of Caucasian, which is a descendant of the Caucasus Mountains, and that's exactly what Persians are.
So technically you're African too, because you came from fucking Africa first. Are you African?
Technically, as far as I'm concerned,
you're African?
Absolutely.
All right, so that's cool. So you're African and you're white.
Absolutely.
That's a fucking oxymoron, dude.
It is.
No. That's not how. See, that's not my opinion. This is not my opinion right here, Ash. My opinion is, hold on.
Scientifically speaking, if you believe in evolution,
No, I don't. It's a theory. It's not a real thing.
I do believe in evolution.
You believe in a theory that one man made. So what? So Darwin's evolution theory you believe in?
Do you want to know what I truly believe in?
Yeah,
You're gonna laugh at me.
I would never laugh at you, man. This is hilarious.
Okay, I believe that if you take a look in the 1960s, in the computer systems, we had the game called Pong. You know what Pong was?
I have no idea what the fuck
All
Pong
right,
was.
Pong was this little thing that went up and down
Oh yeah,
like that.
doop, doop.
And there was a ball that went back and forth.
Of 2 bars.
And we were just hitting the ball back and
I got
forth.
you. Yeah, I know what that is. That's like an Atari.
The exponential growth from Pong until now is the most highest exponential growth in anything that the human history has ever seen.
What technology?
Yes. Now, if you take...
That's an opinion too, no, right?
I guess everything technically is an opinion.
No, some things are actually true.
If it's proven by 2 separate independent...
More than 2.
tests.
Nah, that's not. A test is not. Test doesn't prove nothing. Some tests prove some things, but it depends on. Fuck all that. Some things are true. Some things are fact. Some things are opinion. Now, a fact is not truth or an opinion. It's just a fact. Now, a fact could be misleading to the truth or to a lie. Difference is truth is truth, facts are facts, and opinions are opinions. No difference between a fact and opinion now, right?
Yes.
So what I believe in true things. I don't believe in. I state facts.
I believe that we are living in a simulation.
Oh, Matrix. I mean, we could be, but that's not what we see. But I don't want to test. That's we get off into weird shit a little bit. That's science fiction shit. I don't want to deal with science fiction. I'm not real science fiction.
The point is that even if we are, it doesn't matter.
No. Things do matter though. Like we can't just brush things off. Things does matter. Like so, when I say, see, I'm on this white thing, right? So when I'm saying you identify as white, I'm saying that for 2 reasons now. And not to dwell on it. Your eyes closed. So I'm saying this. So you identify as white, you vote white. So America. So we live in a democracy. Really, it's a Republican, but we call it democracy. Democracy is based on numbers. The majority rules. So when you identify as white, you just increase their numbers. Like when see whites. See, then this is my opinion. I'm gonna say my opinion right now. It said it's, I don't know the population, but it's saying most people, it's like 70% white people in America, right? I don't believe that. What I believe in is you have different ethnicities saying they're white that they're not. Like you got Arabs saying it, you got Africans saying they're white, you got Mexicans saying they're white, you got Latinos saying they're white. They're not. It's only the Anglo-Saxons that's white. It's only the Irish, the British, and and maybe the Germans. They're white people to me. This is my opinion. Everybody else is getting on white bandwagon, and because they have the option, because there's only one black, there's only one group of black people, so everyone else is white and against the. See what I'm saying now, like so if we broke America down in ethnicities, we would have way more numbers than white people as far as black people go, because everyone's not white. You know what I'm saying?
As a joke, my father told me when I was younger that we are the mentally retarded of different alien races.
That's possible.
Dropped off on this country.
Oh, shit.
Because we can only use 3% of our brain capacity, and we all look different, and we will never figure out what we're doing here and what's going on. And you know what? that's just as good of a fucking
theory.
a theory as any other.
I mean, theories is just things that's unproven that we just imagination go running wild. You know what I'm saying? But I really want to deal with theories on my theory. I want to deal with the facts and I want to deal with the truth. So what I was saying was, so basically, when other ethnicity groups identify as white, it hinders me and black people. But let's get off that for a second, right? Another thing is, when you say you're white, you're denying your Persian history, which is rich as fuck. Which is like you were like before white people was fucking established as fucking people. There was fucking what's you calling me? Goddamn! Like Persians are in the Bible. There was like it's a good history. White people don't have good history. Like this came on the map in the 1490s, as far as like the western part of white people. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you say you're white, it's like you're saying I'm a caveman instead of a fucking medical pioneer. Like the Persians are medical pioneers. They're math pioneers, like astrology. Like white people didn't have this. So you trading all that good heritage for this fucking caveman shit, that Neanderthal shit.
For me, saying I'm white is just a.
It's an insult to Iranians, though.
It's just a historical fact that
you're not white.
People aren't able to quite comprehend.
Now, people could comprehend. You just want to. You just want to. It's like so. If I'm black, right? It's like Jamaicans coming here, right? Saying they're not black, they're other. Or like Hispanics, like Dominicans, they dark as fuck, but they say they white. Then they're not black because they identify with the Spanish side. They look fucking stupid because the reality of it is, you're not white. But I'm gonna get off that. I'm gonna keep beating you down for that. You know what I'm saying, but that's just a political thing. That so we identify as white, it kind of hinders black people. You know what I'm saying, but I think we should get rid of that black and white thing. You know why? Because for one, it's not real. No one is fucking black. No one is this color for real. I mean, some people are, but you're not even white. White people are not white. They're like pink and different colors. So my whole thing is to get rid of that fucking white and black thing. Because all that is a label. When we say black, I feel when people call me black, they're like black bald. When you say white, I feel the people saying access. This is what I think we should do. We should break everybody down to the fucking nationalities. What's your nationality? You're American, right?
Is American an actual nationality?
No. For me, it is. For you, it's not. What you are, you're an American citizen, but you're not an American.
I'm 75% Iranian, 25% Turkish.
0% American, though. So it's not saying insult you or insult nobody, but it's just
that's true.
That's what I'm saying. But that's
I'm not an American Indian.
Nah, you mean a Native American?
Whatever.
Alright, man.
And you know what? They're not. They're actually Russians who came over the Bering Strait when the.
That's what people say. That's a theory too. That haven't really been proven. They're Asian. Yeah, they came through Alaska and all that shit too. But did you know what? I don't get into this shit, but it was Egyptians here before that too. You know, like it was Egyptians here before Columbus, before the Vikings. You know that, right? Like you could look up right now. In a motherfucking...
The Vikings were here far before Christopher Columbus.
That's what I'm saying. But my whole thing is, what was my point? My point was this. What the fuck was my point?
This country is named after a Italian explorer.
Oh, no.
Named Americo Vespucci.
Yeah, yeah. That was Columbus, little homeboy, something like that, though. This is the thing, though. What I was saying is, we should break down to nationalities. Because, like, you should be considered Iranian. Whites considered British, German. They should break it down because then, well, it's to my advantage that would happen. So I'm being selfish. This is my selfish shit I'm talking about. So if you break everything, because a lot of people will have different flags. They're saying I'm American, but they put up a different flag. To me, that's kind of fucking disrespectful. People have a fucking different flag, like Italian flag, the Puerto Rican flag. To me, that's disrespectful because if you don't put up a fucking flag, go to your fucking country. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't put a Mexican flag up. Your country's so fucking great. Go to your fucking country then. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I have one flag.
I'm reading this book, and it's about how there's this country that's in trouble with their natural resources. So they've hatched a plan to come to Earth and take our natural resources. Once something like that happens,
the Anunnaki? You talking about the...
It's a Chinese book.
Oh.
But once that happens, countries are out the fucking window. We're Earthlings.
Yeah, I get that part, but I don't want to go there. That's science fiction. I don't know much about. I don't know fantasy shit. Like I don't know. I know real shit, man. I can't. I can't fantasize with you about fake shit, man. Cause
That ain't fake. It's a matter of time.
aliens and shit. I don't want to go there either, because that's a whole different thing. I'm not qualified to talk about. I'm not.
You're not qualified to talk about. You're just intelligent enough to know it's probably not going to happen in your lifetime. So why waste your thought process on it?
I mean, imminently, it's not a real threat to me. I mean, do I believe in aliens is a question? Yeah, sure, I believe in aliens. Because aliens been proven. On meteorites, it has bacteria. That's a living thing. That's an alien. The water that comes in the earth is alien. I get that part. And but to fantasize about blue people and Martians and shit like that, that's not really my type of thing. I like to deal with reality and talk real shit.
To think that any actual alien form is going to take
This motherfucker is going to aliens.
is going to take.
This motherfucker going to aliens.
No, but honestly, the idea that an alien form is going to take the body of a humanoid is the dumbest, most conceited, ridiculous.
Ash, what the fuck you talking about?
Man, there's so many fucking possibilities of what a
So let me
an alien could be. Aliens could be floating right through here that we can't have the possible comprehension.
Let's talk about Trump, man. So let's get on Trump.
Let's get on
Who did you
Trump.
vote for, man? Let's talk about it. It's not personal. I don't want to hear that. I keep my vote to myself. Fuck that shit. You voted yesterday?
I'm going to say this about the election, okay?
Yeah, come on, talk about it.
This is the problem that I'm having, all right? After the Russia meddling, after all his people went to jail, after the Mueller investigation, after paying off porn stars, after the COVID crisis, after
Goddamn,
all
Ash.
of the shit that this motherfucker has gotten away with that would have destroyed the entire life of any other politician,
Yeah.
this motherfucker is still going to get over 60 million
Votes?
votes.
Because most people are dumb like him.
And it makes me wonder, am I the wrong one who doesn't get America?
Yeah, you are the wrong one. Americans are fucking stupid. They're fucking racist. They're fucking ignorant. And they're bold. And they got audacity. That's America. That's the American way. To be fucking wrong and still act like you're right. With the confidence of a motherfucking king. Donald Trump, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? I know he's racist. And I ain't no coon kissing ass, jigaboo tap dancing shit. But I like his confidence. It's hilarious. And you know what? He's fucking racist. And everyone's racist. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Everyone has races and stereotypes. Everyone deal with that shit. He does it. He doesn't hide it. I can't be mad at an honest guy. He's fucking honest about it. Now, lying ass Biden scumbag ass, he's a fucking blatant liar. And it's fucking insulting because we know your vote history. Like, this shit is documented shit. We know your fucking son. Yeah, you act like you're fucking, he's just a fucking,
I think we need to give his son a pass. You know why?
Because he's an addict.
Because he's an addict. And
Fuck that.
Addicts are extremely intelligent.
How about dealers? Dealers need fucking passes. More than addicts do. Because if you no fucking addicts, ain't no dealers. Everyone feels sorry for the fucking addict. No one feels sorry for the dealer. Fuck that. Nah. Arrest the addicts, let the dealers go, because the dealers can't deal if there's no addicts. The addicts is the fucking problem. The addicts is the problem. Because they demand the shit. And the government's the problem because they ain't providing jobs. Let's talk about some fucking immigrants. How you feel about DACA? You know about DACA?
I do know about that.
How you feel about immigration, man? Being an immigrant, how you feel about immigration? Are you for immigration? Are you for these Mexicans and shit coming in here?
This is what I used to love about immigration in this country.
Being an immigrant. That's the best one you love.
And this is where the Democrats are missing out. It used to be really hard for people to get to this country.
Yes.
And only the most intelligent and hardworking
False.
And best of the best
False.
got into this country.
False. The worst of the worst, the scum of the scum, and the criminals came in this country. The traitors.
I'm talking about the 70s and the 80s.
That's false. But first of all,
look at my mom and dad.
Hold on, pause. But they might be on some espionage traitor shit, though. Think about it. Your uncle's a fucking, he's loyal to the Shah. He was born in 77. The revolution was 78, 79.
I was born in 77.
See what I'm saying? But it's kind of like.
My uncle's a self-made man who made millions and millions of dollars.
But we don't know how.
I do know how.
Tell me how.
He started a small courier company and worked 16-hour days. Opened a second one.
That's what he said, but you don't know if he smoked with heroin or not, though. You don't know if he has that good app. You don't know that.
I know exactly what my uncle did.
Okay, so let's go back on immigration,
my uncle's
though.
got fucking terrible issues.
So let's go back on immigration,
and
though.
we partied like fucking champs together.
But it's a possibility. First of all, let's establish one thing. Your family was loyal to the Shah.
Not at the end.
The Shah came to America. Y'all came to America. You fucking
the Shah didn't come to America.
He didn't come to America.
His family did. He went to like fucking.
He came to America. I read it today. He came to America
after a while.
My whole thing is this: he came to America. You came to America. Your fucking uncle was a general, some shit like that. It was some connection there that got you here. I don't believe it was hard work in education. It's more to the story.
The Iranians who came to this country all became doctors and scientists.
I'm gonna prove your point. You saying the best of the best came here, whatever. During World War II, after Hitler was killed, the best SSI? What's it called? The Nazis. They came here and became part of our what you call it, Argentina. They came to America.
Our Manhattan Project.
Yeah. So there wasn't the best of the best. I mean, there was good scientists and good fucking terrorists, but there wasn't good people. There wasn't the best of the best. So we said best of the best. Do you mean morally the best of the best, or
the hardworking best of the best?
Nah, no hard workers came here. No goat herders came here. Nah, the privilege came here. It's the privilege and the traitors and the criminals coming in America. It's never the best of the best. It's never the morally good. It's never the poor, the hardworking. They never come to this country.
This is one time that I don't have any factual basis to back up my argument.
Give me your opinion then.
But I will.
Yeah.
And we will continue this, okay?
Well, we done?
No. I'm talking about this point.
We're going to some more facts.
I'm talking about this point. Because I can't dispute you because I don't have anything to fall back on.
Think about the Italians. The Italians came here. There was the poor. There was all criminals. Not all of them, but a lot of them was criminals. And they all benefited. All Italian Americans have benefited from the mafia. Their uncles getting them jobs. The unions. They all benefit from it. Like white people all benefit from racism. That's just a fact. All of them.
How about let's just call it nepotism?
It's not nepotism because they're not all related.
Nepotism doesn't just mean related, but I get your point. I spoke with someone whose parents are Dominican and she's Dominican, and I expected her to vote for Hillary because she was an intelligent lawyer woman. She was like, "Fuck Hillary."
That's a fact.
I'm voting for Trump.
That's a fact.
She's like, I hate Trump. I mean, I hate Hillary.
Yeah, that's
and
a
I
fact.
hate Mexicans. You know
why?
Let's
talk about it. That's a good point.
And
good segue.
And Cubans hate Joe Biden. You know why? Because they came to this country the legal way. They went through all the fucking hoops.
Let's talk about that shit. It's a good segue, man.
They jumped through everything they had to. They followed the rules. They signed the forms.
Got you.
They went
Cut
to
it
the
short,
classes.
though. Cut it short. We get your point. They came here legally.
They got the fucking
and the fucking
citizenship.
Democrats letting these motherfucking immigrants come here with nothing. The dreamers.
The dreamers.
Hold on, ass. Hold on. Kind of long-winded. Like, you gotta cut that shit short.
Yeah.
Entertain. You can't bore these motherfuckers to sleep, ass. We gotta do this right.
You're right.
So you got a good point. My segue is this, but the Latino bloc. The Latinos didn't exist until the 70s, like 71. That word Latino that unified all these motherfuckers from different countries. They're not the same, and they don't get along, and they don't like each other. The thing is, the political fucking front of these Democrats. They always trying to get people on their team and get people to vote. That's why Joe Biden is he was trying to fucking cater to the fucking Hispanics, but in Florida, it was like, fuck you.
Today, white American was born. 9
What?
Hispanic Americans were born.
That's a fact? No, that's not a fucking fact. That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Today, 9 for every one white American was born, it was 9. Is that what you're saying? It wasn't one fucking white person born today. That's it.
For every.
Okay, I don't know. I gotta look that up. That may be true. What's your point?
Someone's got to fucking cater to these motherfuckers and get them votes.
Yeah, all right, cool.
That's going to fucking change the elections in 20 years.
But the thing is, once immigrants come here, they identify as white, and they want white privileges too. They don't want immigrants coming here. You know, my thing today, yo. So listen, right? We just came from Burger King. But not this one, though. But most Burger Kings out that's in the city right now are all Hispanics. Now, I'm cool with Hispanics. I know some. I hate some. You know what I'm saying? I had some good plugs. Had some good women that was Hispanic. Had some beef with some Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? The thing about Hispanics is this. I don't give a fuck. Hey, yo, listen, man. Shout out to my boy Ro. Shout out to Cabito. My boy Sammy. Or the Puerto Ricans I know. Even my neighbors. Yo, I'm not trying to offend you, but this small thing is the Hispanics fly flags. They're not loyal to this country. They fly other fucking flags. That's one point. If you fly a fucking flag, go to your fucking country. That should be treason. It's disrespectful as fuck. That's one thing.
Well, give them a fucking state.
No, give them the fucking deportation. Give blacks the fucking state. What do you mean? How they get the line? How they get more than we? How they get a state before we do? We was here first.
Where do you get a state?
No, fucking state. Give us a region. Give us the whole South.
Okay.
But you know why I'm saying we had a South? Because they get it. Because for one, the blacks. First of all, the Civil War. That shit was only won by the blacks. Because the North was losing until the blacks came in. That's just a fucking fact. Now, we beat the fucking South. That should have been given to the blacks. It wasn't. It was given back to the Confederates, the fucking traitors. I need your eyes open, baby. Focus. You tired? You tired, man?
I'm good.
Work hard? So my whole thing is this. The Confederates are fucking traitors. All them fucking rednecks that fight that fucking flag should be all fucking in prison for treason. That's fucking treason. That's fucking treason.
That's fucking treason.
So I feel the blacks, since we helped win this country, we deserve the South. But for you to say give the fucking Hispanics a fucking state when they can go back to the fucking, we have no other country. We can't go. Blacks can't go back nowhere. We didn't come from one place.
We fought World War II with 48 states.
I don't know what the fuck that got to do with what I'm saying now.
We annexed Hawaii and Kansas in the 50s.
But you missing the point, though.
We got to annex fucking Washington, D.C.
Dude.
We got to annex Puerto Rico and give them representation in our fucking national fucking Congress and Senate.
Why?
Because there's millions of them.
So what?
They deserve to be representative.
They are representative. They in high fucking places. They in Senate. They all do fucking union. They get these high fucking jobs. Why? They don't deserve nothing. They ain't earn shit. Hispanics ain't earn shit. They freeloading. The Mexicans that came here, they fucking leeching.
Fuck the Mexicans. I'm talking about.
Fuck the Mexicans.
I'm talking about the Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Ricans is cool, but they don't deserve nothing. They don't deserve nothing.
How the fuck did 83% of male Puerto Ricans vote for Trump after that hurricane?
White privilege.
And all he did was...
Because they think they fucking white.
All he did was throw them fucking paper towels.
Because they are against Mexicans. Puerto Ricans do not fucking like Mexicans. Hispanics don't like each other.
This country is 53% female. That guy said 1 week before the election in 2016, I want to grab all them bitches by the pussy.
Grab a bitch by the pussy. What's wrong with that? Legalize it, matter of fact. I'm for it. Grab that bitch by the pussy. Then bitch go in the house. What the fuck? What?
I just don't get it.
What you don't get? What you want to get?
What I want to get is why am I so confused and far away from the thought process of what has to be millions and millions of educated
Speed that shit
human
up.
beings.
First, we got to speed that shit up and shorten that shit up, Ash.
This is
What the
my
fuck is your
final
point?
60 million people voted for Trump, and I don't understand why.
Why not?
That's my question.
Why not vote for Trump? So, what are you? Are you liberal? Are you liberal? Are you Republican? Where you stand in this?
I'm a populist.
I don't know what the fuck that means. That's a whole new terminology. You popular? You popular?
I want what's best for the majority of the people.
Yes, we all do. I mean, that's what most people do. But the thing is, people in charge don't give a fuck about what's good for the people. They care about themselves. That's the only problem. It ain't you. You're not confused. Most people want what's good for this country. The problem is the people in charge don't give a fuck about the people of this country.
Every time they do the State of the Union address, everybody goes to Congress, the Senate, the Supreme Court.
Go to the mic.
The Senate, the Supreme Court, the President, the Vice President, everybody.
What about it?
They go there to listen to him talk about the state of the country once every 4 years.
Yeah.
They leave behind one person.
What's that?
Just a random person that if something terrible happens, they have a continuity of power. They made a TV show on it.
All right. What is it called?
Lone Survivor.
Never seen that shit. Never heard of it. What is it about?
What happens after everybody's dead and this guy has to start the government over again?
What the fuck you mean? Hold on.
I'm not in favor of killing everybody, but I kind of am.
Well, population control or killing everybody? You starting over? What you talking about?
Start over.
Dude, like Noah's Ark and all that shit? Why? So.
No, start the government over.
Oh, yeah, I'm all for that. Definitely.
Get rid of everybody who's involved and start over.
But how do you feel it should be divided up, though? I feel, like I'm saying, we shouldn't do race no more. It should be no black or white. It should be nationality. And everybody should be represented by the nationality.
I'm for that.
Like, if you 2% of this country, you 2% of the power. You shouldn't be, first of all, no fucking, listen, I'm gonna say some shit that might offend you. Should no Arab, should no Persian, should no Chinese, should nobody be in government. No other ethnicity should be in our government at all. They're not from here, they're that's my phone, man.
Just looking for the time.
All right. But yeah, should no other ethnicities besides black and white should have any power.
Well, how old are you?
I'm fucking 36.
Where were you born?
I was born in Connecticut, New Haven, Connecticut. The home of Skull and Bones.
I was born in 1977 in Philadelphia.
Okay, cool.
My ass has been here longer than you.
But your ancestors haven't.
So?
So what are you saying?
I'm more American than you are.
You're not more American than me at all. You're not even American. you're just a citizen. You're not American. Like if you like my grandfather fought in Vietnam. He was just a paratrooper. You know what I'm saying? His mother, my grandfather's mother's half Native American, pure. Might be similar. She's from Florida, pure, right? Let's go back to history. His father, runaway slave. My grandfather's father, runaway slave, killed somebody down south, killed the white man down south. This is American shit going on. Right. Hold on. Now, that's my so my mother's side is on both sides is both Native American and both black. My father's side is I could go back to slavery on my father's side, his bloodline to the white man, the first Johnson. I go back. You have no history here besides being born here. That's and no contribution here besides just being born here. Your family hasn't died here. Your family hasn't been hung, hasn't been discriminated, hasn't been let down. You live in the suburbs by design. You can live by black people. You don't. I bet you have no black neighbors in your neighborhood. Do you? I bet you could count them if you could. So you mean to tell me you're more American than me? How? Yeah, your grandmother ain't have to fucking be a sharecropper. She have to. Who the fuck is keep calling me, yo? Fucking faggot. Let's go. You all right?
I'm perfect. Bro,
Take it. I got you. Yes.
I gotta tell you, I respect you, I love you, and this is the first time you've offended me in our conversation.
Let's talk about it. But hold on, I might offend you, but I didn't disrespect you. Let's be clear. I might offend you, but I didn't disrespect you. So let's talk about it. How you offended, man?
I don't give a fuck what your parents did.
Cool.
I know you love your parents.
Disrespectful, but okay,
And
let's go.
I love your parents because I love you.
Let's go.
But my history is everything American.
How?
I identify myself 100% American.
You came here and said you was Iranian. He's a proud Iranian man. That's not American. I came here saying I'm only an American. I'm an American. You are
said
Iranian.
You're a proud black American.
But that means American. Do you know what black means? Black means I'm blackballed. I'm outcast. I'm an outlaw. I'm oppressed by the government. That's what black means. But I am an American. I'm not a fucking Iranian American. I'm not a Chinese American. I'm not a fucking African American. I'm an American. Let me tell you why. For one, I got native blood. For two, I have pioneer blood who fucking came to this country and killed the Indians. For three, I have native blood. I have African blood. That's all American shit.
If I got a news report on my phone right now that said the Chinese are washing up on Long Island Sound, attacking Fairfield right now, I'd grab 2 butter knives and go running out into the streets and attack.
How about we just Iranians? Would you attack Iranians?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
See, but that's the thing, though. You come from... Now I'm about to offend you, but not disrespect you. Hear me out. I'm going to offend you, but not disrespect you, all right?
Tell me.
So... You're not loyal to Ayatollah. You're loyal to the Shah. You being here proves that. You might deny it, but it fucking is. You're here. You're not in your own country. Hold up, I'm not done. Let me get my point. No.
I told
Wait.
you
Wait.
I was...
Let me get my point though. Hold on. You got time to talk. Let's do this.
Real quick.
Okay, man.
Told you who I was. Mossadegh, the Democratic elected leader in 1963 of Iran, is who I am allegiant to.
If you're allegiant to Iran, why you not in Iran? You're not fucking elite. No. What you are, if I was you, right?
If I went to Iran...
No. I'm about to offend you again, but not disrespect you because it's a respect thing. I'm about to offend you though. If you was black, right? Let's say I'm how break this down to you. I can't say that, but say that you're kind of a traitor to your country. You're a fleer. You're a runner. You didn't stay and fight for your country. You ain't stay and fight for your country. You fled. You're a fleer. You're a descendant of fleers. That's not America's shit. Americans stay and fight. Americans die. It's a difference between your bloodline and mine. Now you saying you don't give a fuck about my background. My fucking people never fled this country. Even during slavery, we fought. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a difference. See, American is not a fleeing thing. We don't leave our country. We say we fight. We fight the government. We fight the police. We fight each other. But we fucking fight. We don't flee. We don't abandon our whole families. We don't abandon our whole fucking. We never. Black Americans never left this fucking country, and we not leaving. And we do leave is to visit, and we come back. Through all the oppression, through all the fucking hate that's against us, through all the people that's against us, we stay, we fight.
What does requesting asylum mean to you in this country?
It means fleers.
Yes.
It means weakness. It means you don't want to stand and fight.
It means they'll be killed if they stay.
Shit, we stay and we get killed all the time.
A 63-year-old woman whose 12-year-old daughter has been told she needs to marry someone in the cartel, flees to the United States.
What cartel?
In
Iranian got cartel?
No.
Yeah, they do got heroin cartel. Iranians got heroin cartel.
In Colombia.
I got you. What about it?
She fled. Man, who the fuck is that?
I'm turning my phone off.
Sorry.
Right.
Sorry.
Talk. Hey. No. Fuck, talk that shit.
She fled.
It's a beer back.
She fled because she was scared for her life that if she didn't marry her granddaughter, she would be killed.
Okay. That's what they said. I mean, it's true. People say anything.
I believed her in the interview.
That's your opinion. I don't believe
my
her.
opinion.
I don't believe her. But it's, so that's one girl who gives a fuck about her? She's an immigrant. She's not American. That's not none of our business. Why do we care? Who's saving black Americans from being hung, being killed? Who gives a fuck about us? See what I'm saying? Y'all bypass us. Everyone bypass us and look at other people's problems. How you gonna fucking save them? You ain't save us. What can we run to?
Matthew McConaughey cared about you in A Time to Kill.
It's a fucking movie, man. You being serious, man?
No, I'm not being serious.
That's disrespectful. But
is that disrespectful?
Because I'm being serious with you.
I couldn't come up with a real person.
Nah, it's cool. We cool. Let's listen.
But that was an example.
I'm gonna be clear with you. We could talk. We could be disrespectful as long as it's respectful.
It was a slow slog.
Yeah, I got you.
And it's still got a long way to go. But we're getting there in this country.
My whole thing is, why should we have refugees from other countries come here when we have refugees who here who have nowhere to go? Why is so many black homeless when we have immigrants who have houses? They're not our fucking problem. Why do we pay? Why do blacks have to pay for everybody else? Our tax dollars go for fucking DACA, them fucking kids. When we got kids in juvenile for fucking drug offenses, why we care about them kids?
Do you pay federal taxes?
Yes, I pay federal taxes.
How much?
I don't fucking know. That's personal shit. Why we get personal right now with me about my finances?
There's a difference between Social Security and
You answer my question though.
Medicare and Medicaid.
Don't walk around my question. Answer me directly. Why should we save refugees when we don't save our own fucking refugees? Why do we give a fuck about Colombian immigrants? Why do we give a fuck about Mexican immigrants? Why do we give a fuck about Iranian immigrants? Why do we give a fuck about Chinese immigrants? Why do we give a fuck about African immigrants? Why do we give a fuck about any immigrants besides our own citizens? How are they priority?
Because that's the way this country was built.
Time to build this motherfucker in.
That's a great point.
Because that shit's crazy.
That is a great point that you make. Off the cuff, just coming out with that. Absolutely. What are you going to do about it?
Listen, man, I got time. But I'm not a terrorist. I'm not about to be saying
I don't want you to be a terrorist. Hold on,
I'm not about to say I'm about to do some old go against government shit, some Black Panther shit, because I'm not doing that. That's what I'm not going to do. But I'm reading, I'm learning.
I got two options for you.
What's that?
Continue this podcast.
Yep.
And run for office.
I mean, I won't run for office, but I have a friend run for office. I don't need to run for my friend going to run. But I'm not running for office, though. We're going to start small from mayors. Just start from mayors and fucking governors, aldermen. We're going to start small first, man. But I'm going to teach my kids is going to know the difference. Because I'm already.
If we get this up 2 times a week and get this out there.
Yeah.
And start getting guest podcasters.
Yeah.
And we get a guest podcast Monday.
Yeah.
A guest podcast Wednesday.
Yeah.
A guest on Friday. And me and you do every Tuesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
And we get content.
Yeah.
Of blogs and essays.
Yeah.
Up on every day or, on the site.
Yeah.
Then we can make a difference.
Information is definitely is the way.
You want to make a difference.
I gotta make a difference.
I see that.
Gotta make a difference. Because it's not that like I don't want people to get the impression that I'm just for black people. I'm not one of them type of dudes. But I know injustice. I know fair is fair. I want everybody. Listen, first of all, I want should nobody live under a constant threat, constant oppression. That's all around the world. I'm all for. I'm not against immigration. I'm not against refugees, man. I'm not. I said things. But it's more to it than that. I'm more than this one. I'm more than what I say. I deal with facts, right? So this is the thing.
Things are complicated.
Things are very complicated. I'm not saying that it's not right for Mexican kids to be in them camps, but it's not right for black people to be in them camps every day too. And we was in camps for years. Before all types of camps we was in. We was in prisons as camps right now.
Listen, I've been in prison.
Yeah. You've been in jail. I've been in prison.
I've been in jail.
I've been to prison.
And you want to know what was next door to me?
What?
The youth wing.
Yeah.
And you want to know what's the worst?
What?
Them. They rowdy. They fighting. They out of control.
But why?
Because they're young.
Nah, it's more than that. Think why. First of all, what ethnicity was they?
What's that?
What ethnicity was they? Most of them.
All black.
But now, why are they black and why are they there?
Some judge made a stereotypical fucking decision to throw
Systematic
them in.
racism.
Systematic racism, exactly.
They're there because, listen, right? It's about jails, right?
That's where they think they belong.
Look, most pedophiles and serial killers are white. Most robbers, like, I could say probably most robbers are probably black, right? But it's the thing. I said blacks go to jail for economical things most of the times. We're trying to feed our family. We're trying to get ahead. We're trying to live good. We're trying to live the American life that everyone's allowed to live. So we might sell some drugs. We might rob. We might scam. That's just all survival shit. If America let us be Americans, we won't be selling drugs. Like, we won't be scamming. The thing is, though, this thing about immigration is, about Hispanics, they come here, right? And they get jobs. They shouldn't be allowed to work. Because Americans need them jobs. Not just black Americans, white Americans need them jobs. Like,
and they work under the table.
That should be illegal.
They live in fucking, 8 of them live in a home like this, and they send their money back to Mexico.
That should be illegal too. See, nobody send no fucking money, American money, to no other country. How is that possible? Why was letting that?
If they do, it should be taxed.
No, fuck that. You either American or not.
If they want to,
no,
just tax it.
No, you either American or not. No money out, all money in. And Nipsey's Hussle, don't send no fucking money nowhere. Keep our money here. Keep our money in our communities. Keep it in our country.
Have them spend it here.
You know what I'm mad about America? I'm mad I'm mad America taught the world how to fucking make cars. Nah, Germans I know about make planes and other shit. I'm mad we share technology with these motherfuckers because now everybody compete with us. We could just rule the fucking world. We could just have everything we had invented and took over the fucking world. And I'm all fine with that. I'm all fine with taking over the fucking world.
We got a couple of, I'm going to end this here. I think it's a good time to end. I got a couple of things I want to discuss next time.
Talk about it.
One, my background and your background and the effect it's had on our adulthood.
Let's get it.
All right. And number two, our second one, I want to discuss.
Second one after this one.
Yes.
Or the next one, you mean?
No, the second one after this
one. Third one.
I want to discuss the existential crisis of climate change and what we're doing about it, and the real issue that nobody is talking about in any way whatsoever, the population increase and what it's going to mean to this world.
I don't mean nothing.
When I was in 6th grade, you know how many people there were in the world?
How many?
4 billion.
So are you with population control?
You know how many there are now?
8 billion.
8 billion.
What does that mean?
You know how many there'll be in 2025?
What, 16 billion?
You know how there'll be in 2030?
32 billion.
What the fuck are we gonna do with all of them?
We got enough land.
We ain't got enough food.
Yes, we do got enough food. We got enough land and enough food.
Every year, the UN produces how much food we can create. We have the statistics to tell us how we can feed and comfortably take care of.
We could clone fucking cows. We could fucking, there's plants we can eat. It's fucking fish in the sea. It's more, listen, man, listen. It's enough. It's the thing. See, capitalism has to stop. Because we could feed and we could feed and shelter everybody. A zillion people we could, because we could do that. The thing is greed, man. Capitalism is the ruin of society, man. Because you know why? A few people hoards everything. Pictures, hear me out. Ted Turner owns enough land. Ted Turner has so many acres, it's the size of Rhode Island. One man, right?
Jeff Bezos, during the pandemic.
I didn't finish my point. That's kind of.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
So Ted Turner owns enough land. He owns more land than Rhode Island, or about the same. In a New York City building on a 4-acre piece of land, let's say 24 floors, right? A project apartment holds like 1,000 people, 500 people on 4 acres, while one man owns thousands of acres. That's capitalism. That's fucked up. So one family should have 2 acres of land for a family. Now one man should have no fucking. It's not that we want to have food. It's not that we want to have land. It's just that people own the food, control the water, control the air, and control the fucking land. It shouldn't be that way.
I have a friend in Brazil.
Yeah.
Who owns 1,000 hectares.
Oh, what the fuck that is?
It's 10,000 acres.
God damn, 10,000 acres.
So when he walks and he looks as far as he can to the east, he looks as far as he can to the north.
Fucking Lion King. He's goddamn Mufasa.
To the south, to the east.
Is he white? Is he a white Brazilian? He's not a black Brazilian.
He's got a bunch of little different. He's white enough.
He's
got a little Jew in him, a little Portuguese in him.
Oh, you gotta say he's Jew. So you gotta say a little bit of Jew. I said enough. How you feel about Jews anyway? You fucking Iranian. How you feel about Jews, man? What's your opinion on Jews?
I got an interesting view on Jews. I hate Israelis. I got no
I know you
problem with individual Jewish people. My 2 best friends growing up were Jews.
Huh.
I married a Jew.
The fuck out of you? You was married?
When I was 23, I married a Slovak girl from Eastern Europe.
Oh, that's a different type of Jew. That's actually Nazis. I'm talking about these fucking Zionist Jews. They rule shit.
I'd blow them all up if I could.
And that, we're going to end it with that.
And with that, we'll end.
I didn't say it. But that's a good show, man. You got good timing. Thanks, man. You hope we're going to do this again, man.
I thought that was even better. I thought I kept it down.
You got it. We're going to end it right now. All right, man. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you tuned in. If not, fuck you then. Eat a dick.